All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into the incredible story of one man, Govind Sadashiv Ghurye, who pretty much single-handedly built an entire academic field for a whole nation.
I mean, think about that for a second. How does something like sociology just begin in a country? Does it slowly bubble up over time, or does it sometimes take one person, one visionary, to really get the ball rolling? Well, in India, it was definitely more of the second one.
And look, that title, founder of Indian sociology, that's not just some fancy label they gave him. It's literally what he did. Ghurye didn't just add to the conversation. For a very long time, he was the conversation. So how does someone even do that? To really get how he built something so huge, first, we've got to see how he himself was built as a scholar. And that story starts in Bombay and takes us all the way to the halls of Cambridge. You know, right from the get-go, it was obvious this guy was brilliant. He was acing his studies in Bombay, even snagged the chancellor's gold medal. And that brilliance, well, it got him noticed. He won a major scholarship to study in England. And that path led him to a PhD from, Cambridge University, one of the best in the world. And when he was at Cambridge, he was learning from the absolute titans of the field. His first guide was W.H.R. Rivers, a huge name. And after Rivers' unexpected passing, he finished his work with A.C. Haddon. So what this really means is he was getting his training straight from the people who were inventing modern social anthropology in Britain. So, armed with this world-class education, Ghurye heads back to India. But here's the thing, he wasn't just looking for a regular teaching gig. No, he was about to become the chief architect of an entire academic powerhouse, starting with just one department. And this part is just wild. The sociology department he was joining, it wasn't exactly thriving. It had been founded a few years earlier, but by the time Ghurye got there, it was practically dead in the water, about to be shut down for good. So he didn't just join a department, he literally saved it. He brought it back from the brink and turned it into the center of the universe for sociology in India. 35. For 35 years. Think about that. From 1924 all the way to 1959, G.S. Ghurye was the head of the Department of Sociology at Bombay University. This wasn't just a job for him. It was his life's work. He shaped that department, and through it, the entire field in India, based on his singular vision. Okay, so he's building this massive institution, right? But that's only half the story. While he was doing all that, he was also producing an absolutely mind-boggling amount of original research. 32. Just let that number sink in for a moment. That is how many books he wrote. For most academics, writing even a few really important books is a huge deal, a career highlight. To write 32, that's just a whole other level of intellectual horsepower. And we're not talking about 32 books on the same narrow topic. His range was just immense. He wrote the book, literally, on core issues like caste. But then he'd also write about religion, about tribal communities, about how cities work, and even about something as specific as Indian clothing. For him, sociology could explain everything. So you've got the institution builder, you've got the prolific author. What's the real lasting legacy here? Well, it's not just in the buildings or the books. It's in the people he trained and the professional organizations he built that are still going strong today. 80. That's how many PhD and master's theses he personally supervised. And let's be clear, this wasn't just about signing off on paperwork. This was about mentoring, shaping, and launching the careers of 2 whole generations of Indian sociologists. And just look at the people he taught. This isn't just a list of students. It's a who's who of the next wave of Indian sociology. People like M.N. Srinivas and Iravati Karve became absolute legends themselves, so his influence just kept multiplying through the amazing work of his students. And even with all those books, some of them are just foundational. His book, Caste and Race in India isn't just some dusty old text. It's still considered a classic. If you want to understand the topic, you still have to read Ghurye. But Ghurye was thinking bigger than just his own university. He was thinking about the whole country. He built the national infrastructure for the discipline. He started the Indian Sociological Society and its main journal, the Sociological Bulletin. He created the space where scholars from all over India could come together, share ideas, and grow the field.
So the story of G.S. Ghurye kind of gives us the blueprint, doesn't it? You need incredible brain power, for sure, but you also need an unbelievable amount of dedication and a real commitment to passing the torch. It makes you wonder, who are the people building the worlds of ideas that we all live in today?